some beeping today, and I thought that was it.
We're not starting like this. Now with a rusty beacon going on. Hello. Rusty, your people need you.
Welcome to Shrimp Hours.
Oh God, we're gonna have this layout until Caleb gets in here.
Number 112. Cody, why do you hate this layout? I worked hard
This is
on
the
it.
best layout.
Yeah, look at how cozy it is. Like we're all squished in here
this
with
is
each
the
other.
best. It means there's
I
no
have,
Caleb.
I have to lean to be center.
Well, that's your problem. It should be centered. Anyway, I'm Drift here. I'm here. Cody's here. Ben's here. Slap's here. Rusty's here. Caleb might be here. I don't know.
Hopefully
we'll
not.
Figure it out. Yeah.
I'm on the.
Yeah. 100 and goddamn 12. How do I stop the music again? I forgot. There we go.
That's certainly a number.
I did appreciate the symmetry of the 111 last week. All right. Start with the news. NASCAR regular season finished at Darlington. Was kind of a banger. Tends to be that way. Chase Briscoe whipped his cock out. And it was pretty hot, to be honest. Passing 3 dudes in one corner to take the lead and go in the playoffs for your dying team.
Was he on newer tires, or was that just like a godlike move?
He was just ripping it. They all came and got fresh tires, and he was just like,
Didn't Kyle
up the
Busch come
bottom.
from like 8th up to 2nd in like 1 lap?
Yeah, at the very end. Close, but
Kyle.
not close enough.
Kyle Busch finishing 2nd this season.
Where was Chase Briscoe in points before he won?
Somewhere from
33rd, probably.
Did he get a penalty
the
this
Austin
season?
Dillon Harrison Burton
I
formula.
feel like he gets a penalty every season. He probably had something through like even further down the order. I do want to touch on, we did playoff predictions in February, like before the 500. We each chose like 16 dudes, and we're like, okay, whoever chooses the most correct dudes will get, $5 from everyone else. So we had Rusty, myself, Caleb, Slap, Ben, and Blake play. And it was really interesting because literally nobody picked Burton, Cindric, or Briscoe. 3 dudes who made the playoffs. And everybody picked Kyle Busch and Chris Buescher and lost out on that. There's a few interesting ones. Everybody picked Ross Chastain except for Blake. So maybe he was onto something there. I think Blake and Rusty are the only ones who picked Bowman and got that correctly. I'm the only one who picked Suarez because he's my boy and I'm biased. Everybody picked Bubba except for me, I think. Well, Cody didn't play.
What didn't I do?
Nothing.
And then a bunch of people picked Eric Jones and lost out on that and he wasn't even
That
close
was a
this
stupid
season.
call.
Dude, Blake picked both of the legacy cars, the 42 and the 43.
That is tough.
Needless to say, Blake was dead last. And Rusty and I ended up tying for the win, so we've decided that whoever has the most dudes in the following rounds will get the money. But I do want to do like a playoff specific one where we like pick our round of 12, 8, and 4 in a champion. Okay. All right. Actual news. First of all, announced today, Brandon Jones will still be racing in the Xfinity Series, but he's going back to Joe Gibbs after spending 2 years doing nothing at Junior Motorsports.
He's going to go back to doing nothing at Gibbs.
At Gibbs, yep.
Imagine spending money.
Imagine spending money so Brandon Jones can fucking putz around in 8th place every week in
Sheldon Creed still has not won a race.
It was hilarious. Ben and I were watching the race, and Creed took the lead, and Ben's like, "There's going to be a caution. Like, there's no way he wins this thing."
Sure enough.
Lo and behold, there's a caution. His pit crew fucks it up, and then they give C Bell a win.
Ugh.
Other news this week. Iowa Speedway. You know how they repave like just the bottom 2 grooves in the corners? the track president came out this week and said we're not going to finish repaving the whole track, and it's going to stay that way for at least next year. So I hope you liked Bottom, Iowa.
I love bottoms.
Put that on a shirt. Other news, Shane Van Gisbergen says he wants to do the Chili Bowl. And apparently him and Trackhouse are working on a plan to send him to fucking Oklahoma.
He's gonna end up in the
Chili
fucking
Bowl
fence like Chase Elliott did when he, like, after one lap of him trying it that one time.
Yeah, have fun in the F main, buddy.
Well, Shane Van Gisbergen's actually run dirt before, unlike some people.
Yeah, he is Australian.
Yeah, they do a bunch of dirt
I mean,
stuff.
I knew he
did
came from like
sprint
the V8
cars.
supercars. I didn't know he did the dirt racing shit.
He does like sprint cars down there.
Thought he did.
Okay.
Rusty, what was that?
Grapefruit.
Oh, okay.
Grapefruit.
Dude.
I'm gonna grape you in the mouth.
Oh my gosh.
Jesus.
A quote. It's a quote, everybody. Last bit of news. IndyCar is once again getting clowned on in social media for being stupid. Because apparently the president talked a bunch of shit about Pato Award for no real reason. And then they kept being like, nobody showed up to our Milwaukee race, so we don't want to go there again. And everyone's like,
what?
Everyone's like, you
Did
didn't
he see
promote
pictures of the
it
fucking
at all.
crowd?
They said that 20,000 people showed up, and that was like a third of what they had like projected. And then the
It
media
looks like
interviewed a bunch of
basically the
people.
stands were full. What is he smoking?
The media interviewed a bunch of people around the track, and they had no idea that IndyCar was racing there at all. So apparently they just biffed marketing is what everyone's sort of going off of. But either way, standard IndyCar stuff. I think they announced their schedule too, because I saw a lot of people talking shit about that. Yeah, that's how I keep up with IndyCar, is just see what people are complaining about on Twitter. I don't know about you guys.
So most people keep up with IndyCar
Hold on.
these days.
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on.
What? Are you trying to pull up a picture of the IndyCar race?
Show me where they could have fit 3 times more people in the stands in this fucking picture.
Hold on, let me pull up a better. I'm gonna pull up a better quote because I'm
like, the only open stands are the
ass.
ones at the end where they have the fucking tarps over the sections, like intentionally, like they had those closed off. Like, where the fuck are they gonna fit 3 times more people? Oh yeah, no one showed up. Yeah, suck my dick.
There's a lot of dudes there. I thought I saw Adam Stern reporting on it.
Dude, if we have like one more
Yeah, it
time
says
where we just pack the stands and they're
1/3
just like,
more.
oh, Wisconsin fans didn't support the event, dude, I'm gonna find a unsecured
they were
loading
saying
dock.
this
Did I
stuff.
read this wrong?
No, I'm pretty sure they were saying this stuff before the racing actually happened.
Oh, did it actually go well? Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm not subscribing to the Milwaukee Journal Sentinel.
You and I neither. It's fine.
Oh, it was 1/3 more than targets.
But
Oh,
Ono
okay.
was talking shit before racing happened, I believe.
Oh, and then IndyCar is like actually weeded great.
Good. Okay, I'm glad that was.
All
They
right.
set it up to fail, and it was a huge success competition-wise and fan support-wise. So now they're just like, well, fuck, like, what do we do now? Because they can't just bail on it, right? They got to go back.
They have it on the schedule next year, but it's like not a double header. It's just a 1-day event, apparently.
Well,
And I tried to go
Oh.
this year, but then I got roped into working the last second on Sunday, and I was working Saturday initially too. So oh god, I was so close to buying the tickets too for that Sunday event. And then it's like, hey, can you work on Sunday? It's like, god damn it.
Oh, I was spreading misinformation on the internet. My bad.
How dare you? Typical.
Canadian
leftist.
psyop strikes again.
Apparently, it says they want to go back for 3 years.
Good.
It says IndyCar made a
I'll be there next
commitment to come to Milwaukee for at least the next 3 years.
I will be there next year.
All right, based. All right, IndyCar's doing better than I thought. Who
I only
knew?
caught highlights, but I
spread misinformation lunch shrimp hours,
I heard
This is
that
not-
was like
and it's just that guy over there.
It's not a great news source.
I heard that was like one of the best IndyCar races in like a long time.
That's a
At
low
least from what
bar.
I saw happening on people going off about on Twitter.
Yeah, there was a
Alright.
lot of drama. There was, willpower and second place in the points just biffed it in turn 4 and just spun around.
Even Slap was DMing me. It's like, yo, you watching this fucking IndyCar race?
Dude, they were
Like,
hauling ass, dude. It was like the truck race when we went. They were going like 3 wide. There's like 3 distinct lines in like the corners and shit. Like it was racy as fuck.
The
Hell
dive
yeah.
bombs,
Saw it was really
and
good.
washing up. I thought that was pretty hot. Just good
I'm
time.
telling you, the flat
they, like,
ovals, the
dive
flat
bomb,
low
like-
banking ovals.
They
Race it
dive
up.
bomb like way low, try to get down on like the new asphalt down there, and they wash up. They get on the old stuff, and it's like fuck,
Yeah.
fuck.
And make the guy lift on the outside. Like, well, we need more of that in IndyCars. They're kind of pussing around out there. Like,
We need to force the other guy to slow down, otherwise it'll be a crash.
yeah, dude.
And
Based.
otherwise, it'll be a fatality.
Speaking of pussing around, where the fuck is Caleb?
Hopefully dead.
I think-
Moving on.
All right. On to Drip or Drown, I guess.
You know what time it is. You know what time it is. You know what time it is. It's drip or drown. Drip or drown. Drip or drown.
Blown opportunity to not have like drip, water drip sound effects in the background.
Drip or drown. Drown.
You just have to imagine the like little fucking water droplets. All right, I have the shortest Drip or Drown in history for you guys today.
Good. What
You
is it?
say
Like
that a
28
lot.
cars?
And then it doesn't happen.
4. I have 4 cars. Some of them are like I'm not
40.
even making any interesting points here. Okay. First of all, Kyle Busch, who almost won that race, just did in this random Morgan and Morgan car, which also has the dude's face all squished. I think is hilarious. But we were looking at this, all of the
On my
helicopter shots.
phone, it looked
It looks like a Ryan Blaney
Blaney.
car. Yeah, like this just looks like a Menards
It
car from
does
far
kinda look
away.
like a Blaney car from
Yeah, if you
far.
squint your eyes, like cross your eyes a little bit, it's like, oh, it's Ryan fucking Blaney.
Yeah, but no, it's Kyle Busch apparently. Oh, also, did they get rid of those weird lines that were inside the number? They like made it just. Oh, maybe
Dude,
they're there. Who knows?
I gotta
Who
say,
cares?
if I was a Kyle Busch fan, I'd probably kill myself. Like, what happened to the guy? Like, he used to be like the man, but now
He
like,
has
what's
no
RCR
aura.
happened.
Yeah,
He
Oh,
got,
yeah,
he
he's
got,
driving
just-
these pieces
he got
of
booted
shit
from his
around.
top tier ride in favor of nepotism,
Dude.
and now he got stuck in this piece of crap. That's what happened.
2 weeks in a row, he had it in the fucking bay. He knew what he had to do, but he wouldn't do it. I don't get it.
He's
Didn't
like
have the power
Damon
to do it.
Targaryen. He forgot who he is. He's
Yeah,
washed. He's
yeah.
tripping balls in a fucking hotel room.
Dude, I saw something. I saw something that kind of scared me today. You know how people just keep up with like the traditional Winston Cup standings, like in the modern day seasons.
Yeah, which is completely invalid because they
Well,
don't
I mean,
race
it's just
the
kind of a
Winston Cup.
neat thing to just keep
But yeah.
track of. But there's no like real point to it other than just like for the hell of it, dude.
To be
If
mad.
it was just traditional points and consistency, Ty Gibbs would be like 6th in points right now, which is kind of a little.
That's
concerning.
disgusting. Yeah, fuck that.
Disgusting.
It's like,
Uh,
if that's if he's doing that in his rookie year, it's like, oh.
Other random car for this weekend. The Swamp Rabbits are back. I guess they just they always jump on a
Beers up,
Spire car
beers
for
up.
Darlington. So yeah, shout out to the Swamp Rabbits. I only saw them once Carson Hocevar had a tire blowout and he ate shit into the fence, and I was like, oh yeah, Swamp Rabbits.
Mm.
But I guess that's
Yeah,
what
whenever it gets
happens
seen.
on a Spire car.
Dude, shout
All
out to him fucking up another race at the very end where he just goes, whoops, oh, my bad. like just alters the course of history with one poorly timed spin.
Got
One
Chase
simple trick.
Briscoe in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Not that it matters. I mean, that's a round 1 exit if I've ever seen one. All right, paint schemes for next week. Josh Berry has another random just company on the 4 car. But they're purple, so I guess it looks cool. Shout out to fucking Decisely.
Kinda cute.
That
if you're
logo
getting
is
your
different
insurance
from-
from a company named Decisely,
Why are the logos different?
you might want to look at other insurance.
What is it? The branding is inconsistent. Anyway, I just think it's funny how like Kevin Harvick gets out of the 4 car and then it's now just got a bunch of random shit every week. Like you can't even keep up with whatever's going on.
I know this doesn't really apply to that particular brand, but just something I've noticed with like companies and like naming brands recently. Does anyone notice just the trend now is just 1 or 2 syllable words that are just spelled wrong on purpose, and that's like the fucking company name.
How do you
like,
spell decisively?
No, I said it doesn't
Decisively.
necessarily. It doesn't apply to this one. Just lift. There's a zillion other examples I'm sure I could think of.
Crumble
So it's
cookie?
easily Googleable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That spelling.
Yeah,
It's SEO, baby.
yeah
It's all about that search engine optimization.
it's weird.
That being said, I will not remember who the fuck this is come next week. Also randomly,
Magnum.
who the hell was this? Was this Dawson
Mark
Cram?
Mike Harmon.
Yeah, he randomly ran a
Dawson
like
Cram.
Bob Keselowski throwback on his Mike Harmon car, which I don't think they even announced. I just saw a picture of this on Twitter, like at the race, and I was like, oh, okay, I guess they're doing that. But anyway, it looks cool. Shout out to
I
fucking
dropped my
Magnum.
Magnum condom from my Magnum dong.
Monster condom that I use for my Magnum dong.
Yeah.
Get the quote right.
Fuck off. I never
You
watched
uncultured
that show.
swine. Exactly, uncultured swine.
Never watched The Whitest Kids You Know either. Fuck you.
Uncultured swine.
All right, we're going to Animal Planet.
Sorry, it wasn't waifu enough for your liking. Hit the Animal Planet.
Actual sound footage of me getting my fingernail ripped off.
She's just sleeping peacefully over there on the couch, and she sounds so vicious on the recording.
Cody, so you weren't at the IndyCar Milwaukee race. Where the hell were you?
Just doing a swing down in Illinois for some dirt racing stuff. Honestly, nothing just interesting to speak of that I can think of happened. I'm trying to rack my brain, but the animals were lacking this weekend. I guess that's a good thing, but bad
Yeah, I was a
thing
little
for
bit
podcast content.
I was a little bit disappointed as well. Ben and I went to CTMP and there were like no animals to be seen.
The only animals were the accents.
Oh yeah, they had in qualifying. A dude had a brake failure in turn 3 at CTMP and like ate shit into the tire wall. And we were at turn 5 at that point. We just saw the session go like fucking red flag, and we're like, what the hell is going on? And yeah, apparently dude just brakes went to the floor. And then on lap 3 of the race, it happened
it was
again.
real early.
Where a dude just hit the brakes and it just went to the floor, and he ended up piling like through his teammate into the tire barrier and like landing on top of it.
Crashed a Pinty's car as hard as I think anyone has seen a Pinty car get crashed.
Yeah. Here, Matthew, who hung out at the track with us, got a picture of the car after the fucking race, and I guess they didn't even
Lap
put
3
this.
brake failure.
They didn't
Yeah.
even put this on
Well,
the
they got the
hauler.
hamster just die on the wheel, like on the car, or what?
Yeah, this is what it looked like.
Jesus Christ.
I guess they just threw it on a trailer and a pickup truck because they're like, we're not
That
putting this in
thing's
the
going straight to the fucking
truck.
scrapyard.
Yeah.
Dude, this thing got fucked.
That frame is like bent like in multiple places. They ain't salvageable.
Yeah. Yeah.
That engine's fucked. The body's fucked. It's all fucked. Send it to the car crusher.
Matthew also sent me an onboard of it.
Oh,
Jesus.
So we do have
Let's see this
footage.
shit.
It is on Instagram, mind you. So can I even full screen this?
Control scroll.
There we go. That's the closest we're gonna get. How do we get sound on this bitch?
God, look at him sawing at the wheel.
Doing pretty good.
And then brakes don't work.
Fuck. Oh.
Dude.
Those fans must have been shitting their pants. They're sitting there right up against the fence.
There's
Dude,
no
we
tires
were-
there, bro. Like, what the fuck?
I'm kind of pissed. We were like always at the wrong part of the track. Like for both, like we were at turn 3 at one point in the week, but not for either of the brake failures.
We
and
only saw
then-
one crash, which was in the Nissan.
Oh yeah,
Spec
the Nissan
series.
Sentra's fucking wrecked it.
So
But we
I
had
gotta
once
go to the
again, as always, last lap pass for the win in the Pinty's race at CTMP. Continues to be like absolutely based, but it was at turn 5 and we were on the
So
front
we didn't
stretch,
see it.
so we didn't see it.
Fuck.
But it still happened, and they're keeping the streak alive. yeah, genuinely incredible how they keep doing it. And it's always the same motherfucker. I'm pretty sure like 9 out of 10 times I've gone to CTMP, like Kevin Lacroix has won, and mostly by passing on the last lap. It's kind of sick. My boy Gary Clute got fucked, and I'm pissed about it. He ran over a gun hose in his pit stop, and then he like caught back up, and the guy in front of him had an engine blow, and he slid on the oil and hit the wall. Pissed.
God damn it.
1 year.
Things happen.
I just need one Gary Clute win.
Maybe next year.
Maybe next year.
I don't know. Every time I show up, he ends up crashing.
Trying to play more NASCAR.
Yeah, and it's never his fault. I think the closest thing I have to an animal is that campsite next to us, Ben, the guy that sounded like fucking
Yeah, that's what I was
Ricky
saying.
from
The
Trailer Park
accents
Boys.
where was the only animal.
There were just some loud ass Canadian dudes next to us. We actually had a really quiet spot overall. Damn. That's me uploading the picture, and that's what's slowed down your feed.
Damn.
God, the hamster really has fallen off the wheel.
I just wanted to point out that when they left on the last day, like there's garbage bins all around the track. You know, they just like old fuel barrels or whatever. And these guys were like, nah, we're just gonna leave it in the, I mean, at least it's a neat little pile. But there's literally a garbage bin right there that they just didn't bother taking it to, which I thought was
I think by the time
animalistic.
they had it all packed up, that bin was already full with other trash.
What do you mean? You can, it's not full. You can see. You can put your shit on top of there.
Looks like guys are sleeping on a hell of an incline over there.
Nah, we were
Nah, dude, we had such a great little site. I don't know if I have a decent picture of it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I forgot to take pictures the last time I camped at Road America. I'm kind of bummed.
I have one of before it started thundering, and I'm not even gonna pull this up on the fucking thing, but you can see we got a cute little spot next to some trees, nice and flat.
Did you guys zip the sleeping bags together in there?
Actually, it was a 5-dude tent, so we had a ton of space.
Yeah.
Kind of sick. I also have a picture of Ben asleep during the middle of the Pinty's race.
Well,
which then after taking that picture, I fell asleep.
Yeah, 10 minutes later, you were
A tradition
the same
like
boat.
any other in Shrimpage. Taking
Yeah.
pictures of each other sleeping at a motor race.
Because like it just like it gets into the middle part of the road course race,
There's
and everyone's
nothing
all
happening.
spread out.
Or
And
it
there were, like,
wasn't that nothing was happening. It was that everyone that was on different strategies that
there
we
were
didn't
too
know
many
what the fuck
strategies
was
to keep
going
track
on.
of. Because in Pinty's, like when you pit, you have to take either lefts or rights or fuel. So at a road course, some guys are gonna like take fuel and then just keep booting around. Some guys will take fuel and then do lefts and then keep going around. And some guys will take fuel and then do lefts and then do rights. Couldn't keep track, fell asleep. But then the end of it was great. So
Yeah. And the other racing was great as well.
Wake me up for the final lap.
Those fucking V4s. I had to show
Dude.
my coworkers
let me
that
pull this up because I
video.
tweeted this.
It was such a
So,
weird engine sound.
They had these Formula 4s. There were two different like series of Formula 4s, and one of them ran the normal like 4-cylinder Honda engines that you come to expect. And the other series, had brand new V4 engines, which sound like halfway between a Harley and like a V8. It was like genuinely bizarre. I haven't even heard the audio from this video yet. Listen to these. Isn't that weird?
Those sound like massively souped up go-karts.
They're like V8s, but like
Kind of.
not. And they're like Harleys, but they're not. Just bizarre. Yeah, that was that field, by the way, had only 6 cars in it. So shout out to those guys.
The
Barely
regional
got
series
official
wasn't
on
looking too
iRacing.
big as well. I think
Well,
that
they
had
had-
7.
They had 2 different
2005 or
Formula
6
4
cars.
classes with 2 different engines, and they didn't race each other. So one of them had like 8 cars, and the other one had 6 cars.
There was a tire
oh.
boycott.
They also brought Trans Am there for the first time, which was kind of sick. Paul Menard led flag to flag.
Paul Menard.
Yeah. Haley Deegan was also randomly there.
I don't know.
Because we know she's not running Xfinity anymore. Yeah, dude,
he's
Paul
been-
Menard's doing full-time Trans Am.
Yeah, he's been like winning
pretty
a
sure
shit
he's
ton of
winning.
races over there too.
Damn.
They also only had 3 cars in the top class of Trans Am, which is kind of sad. But there's a ton of TA2s, which is cool. Trans Am's really funny. And I mean, I've only like seen it as a support class for other races, but there's like 3 cars in the top class. There's like 20 cars in the middle class, and then there's randomly like 2 Porsches just booting around at the back in like some dinky class. Oh yeah, Kaylee Ray Bryson was there driving a like Corvette. Trans Am, it's like a bunch of these cool cars, and then there's a few like random old things just kind of thrown
Like, oh,
in.
you got a Corvette from this series? Yeah, go ahead and just bring it over here.
Yeah, and the Corvette, which is like an old GT2 car, races in the same class as like the new Porsche GT4 and like a Porsche Cup car from 4 years ago. It was just there.
It's
I guess
just
like
a mixture
7
of
years ago at this
madness. But it was fun to watch.
Bring back Formula Libre.
point. The hell's that?
Wasn't that like the formula like where it was like everything goes?
That would be what Libre means. Oh yeah, on
Yeah,
Wikipedia
eventually it
there's
just
a
became like a dumping ground for like year-old Formula One cars.
on
Yeah.
Wikipedia there's a picture of them in Road America, and there's just like, I don't know, is that a late model with just like old cup cars and a truck just all lined up, 2 trucks.
Shout out Hooters.
Yeah, Alan Kowicki and Dick Trickle racing against each other yet again in the Midwest. You love to see it.
Yeah, so just kind of like whatever you got, we'll race it. Which is honestly what that bottom Trans Am class seems to be.
Run what you brung.
Yeah.
You'll see the
I guess I
photos in
didn't-
that field one year.
I didn't need to show you a shitty phone picture of our campsite because I forgot I actually tweeted this out. This is the morning after it thunderstormed. On the first night, it like properly came down. It was like foggier in the morning too. It was really cute. I love
I
the
got to
spot.
Great sleep.
So we got to like the.
Did you guys cuddle?
Yeah, of course.
You have to
Stay
stay
warm.
warm. Stay warm.
Yeah. But we also have like it's a quiet little spot. You can still see a bit of the track. And like literally like other than these guys, there's no one anywhere near us, which was sick. But it did thunderstorm like hell, and Ben slept through the whole thing, and I could not.
It was just white noise. It was awesome. I was just out.
Yeah, if like people are talking or yelling or there's music, that's what keeps me up. But yeah, if there's just race cars or storms going on in the background, I'm out like a fucking light.
Mm. Oh, we also got a track walk in, which is so okay. If you as a viewer have been to a road course and have camped in a road course, tell me if this is the case, because apparently this is like a unique CTMP thing, because Road America doesn't do it. Ben says Mid Ohio doesn't do it. But every year you go to CTMP, when the racing ends, you're allowed to just hop the wall and go on the track, and you can bring like a bike or a scooter or whatever, as long as it's not motorized. They're just like, yeah, you can just fucking go out there and walk the track or run it or bike it or whatever. At Road America, that's just like not a thing. It's just, you're just not allowed to go on the track at all.
Yeah, we had to
I think,
sneak on the track in 2021.
I think from my other experiences at Road America, like they're way more chill about it, like less like strict events. Keep in mind, you guys were there for a cup race. I mean, versus like Pinty's at like the CTMB.
You could walk on it during the truck
probably way
race
more
too.
relaxed.
Okay.
Well, not during the truck race. I mean, after. but
Well,
yeah.
okay, yeah. During
Jump
the
on-
truck race
onto the
weekend.
What's up, Matt Kansas?
I think it's only a CTMP thing.
Let us know. Leave a comment or send us an email.
Don't believe you're able to
TripHoursPresents@gmail.com.
do that in
Damn
Ohio.
Canadians just letting people run wild. No rules or
What
regulations.
do they think they are? A free country.
I'm sorry, I thought this was America.
But yeah, there's literally no animals to report, which I guess is a good thing.
Yeah.
The animal this week.
You didn't
is
get
all of
attacked
us.
by Canadian geese up there or anything?
Nah, there were crows
Mooses?
cawing away, but no
Crows.
geese. Yeah.
All right, moving on.
All right. Media check-in.
Quick before Caleb gets here.
Yeah.
Ben and
We
I
watched
have
Twister. It fucking sucked.
we continued our tradition of watching somewhat bad movies during our CTMP stay. So after the racing on Sunday, we went and watched Twisters. Rusty, you've seen Twisters, right?
Yeah, I was there for an exclusive early access screening.
Okay. I saw
All right.
Ben Branscombe tweeted about it today, and he said it's like Fast and Furious, but for weather, like storm chasing, which I think is honestly a perfect description. To where it's like really goofy, and like if you try to think about the plot at all, like it's really bad, but there's cool fucking tornadoes and people get sucked into them, and it's sick. Okay, can we
Sounds like
talk
any shark
some
movie I've ever
spoilers about
seen.
Twisters? Does anyone care about Twisters? It's been out for
I don't think
a
anyone
month.
should watch it.
Nobody gives a shit
I'll
about
never
this.
Every-
watch it.
Every tornado that comes through, they make a point to like suck at least 2 or 3 dudes into it.
Damn,
which is
sucking 2 dudes at a
hilarious.
time. That's
Dude,
crazy, dog.
The opening scene, they get sucked.
Dude, dude. Ben hated the opening scene. I thought it was kind of sick, just because it's like these
Dude,
dudes are like,
Are you
here's
sure
what
this
we're
was
doing, we're
Twisters
doing
and not a
this, and then
different movie?
suddenly dudes are just getting sucked
when
into
I
a
was-
fucking tornado.
When I was 10 minutes in, I was like, all right, all these characters must die, right? Like, I can't stand all these characters. Sure enough,
Yeah,
All the
2 of them
talk of
survived.
95% of them die.
All this talk of dudes getting sucked. Are you sure you didn't go into the kind of theater that Pee Wee Herman went into?
It is a nice theater out there, because I guess they just have like, it's some dumb little town in Ontario, so they have tons of space. So the theater's like 5 rows. Maybe it's like 6 or 7 rows, and it's like 10 seats across, and you just get big fucking recliners.
They should have had like the full effect, the full experience. Just get a bunch of like industrial fans in the fucking theater and just start blowing wind on
Apparently-
people during the tornado.
Yeah, dude,
Apparently,
they
it
got
sold
those.
well in the stupid 4D seats where they spray you and blow you.
Oh, really? That is a thing?
Yeah,
God.
They what you? Hold on, they spray you.
yeah. I said what I
Damn,
said.
I gotta get up to Canada, bro.
Yeah.
Kentucky Fried Theater all over again.
They spray you and blow you.
I did forget there was one animal,
Yeah.
and as drive-through for
my
fucking
God.
spilling his drink all
I'm
over where the
pissed.
butter
Dude, I spent like
dispensers are.
$5 on a theater drink and spilled it immediately.
You couldn't have asked for a refill.
I like thought
think he
about
was
it,
too-
but like we
Maybe it
were
was, like, pointed at
far
himself.
enough away from the desk that I was just like, fuck it. Ugh, I'm pissed. I do want to talk about one thing in the movie though. Rusty, okay. Ben and I talked a little bit after the movie. You know Science Dude?
Yeah.
Once again, Twister spoilers if you care. You know how
Hamilton's son.
the suit guy at the end is like, we gotta go fucking scan the tornadoes, and Science Dude is fine and like, no, we gotta save the people, and the guy's like, no, we gotta take scans of the tornado, and he just, as they're driving in front of an F5 tornado, he's like, no, we need to save the people. The other guy gets out of the car and he leaves him there and drives away, and he leaves him to die in like an F5 tornado because he wanted
And
to
it's
scan
never
it. And
acknowledged
they never
ever
talk about it
again.
ever again. Like, that character is gone. And he literally gets left out in the open, and it's like, oh, he didn't want to save the people, I guess. Fuck him, he's
Damn,
dead. I just thought it was
But there are
hilarious
so many
going back.
spots where it's like there was some algorithm or some producer is like, yeah, there's got to be a couple more people getting sucked into this tornado.
Dude,
in
they
this spot.
loved getting people sucked
Or
into tornadoes.
we need an action scene here. Let's have a fucking
Dude, it was so
streetcar just
stupid.
come out of nowhere.
When they're in the
Can that
motel
be
and the one
name of
dude's like,
podcast, we need more people to get sucked.
when they're in the motel, and the dude's like, nah, there's no tornado, it's not happening. They're like, it's a tornado, dude, run. And then he gets in his car and just drives straight into the tornado and he's gone. It's like,
No, the dude that
the
was
pool
in
guy
the pool
gets sucked.
keeps on standing up. Like, no, stay down.
It's so, I don't know. I guess all the weather nerds like it because it's like, here's a bunch of fucking weather nerds. But it's also like, this dude's like, I've been chasing storms my whole life. The girl's like, oh, I can see the air and the wind and shit. And then the first night they like actually sit down together, they literally almost die because they couldn't see this tornado coming at all. And then they almost die again later on. It's just like, it's kind of dumb. Like it's
if
cool.
you want action schlock with like good sound and some good tornado scenes, I guess.
And also, if you're okay
watch it.
with 40% of it being a Dodge Ram advertisement, then watch
That's
it.
basically what the first one was too, with that big ass red truck that they kept referencing.
I haven't seen the first one. I've only seen this one, but literally every vehicle is a Dodge in this thing.
They had
make
some
it
pretty heavy
very
Dodge
clear.
product placement in the first one as well with that red truck that they kept showing
They
off.
love it. They paid a bunch of money on like a bunch of the Fast and Furious movies too. I gotta give it to Dodge. They know their brand and their
They must have
marketing.
collaborated that like intentionally because that whole like
100%,
truck scene
yeah.
from the first one was like, it's like one of the most famous scenes from the first one. Because spoiler alert, someone that hasn't seen like a 30-year-old fucking movie.
Well, we
Like,
just
yeah.
spoiled the second one.
Like the truck like of one of the characters gets like sucked up and it just disappears and they're like driving. She's like, wait, where's my truck? And that just fucking like lands in front of them and they're like, oh my god. Yeah, it's the whole fucking thing. They have to swerve out of their way too because they're driving like when it lands right in front of them.
They also mysteriously come up with bulk chemicals just out of nowhere to advance the plot. Like they're in this old garage and like we can
Walter
fucking
White is a-
put some chemicals in the tornado and just suddenly they have suddenly
Can we
they
also
have
acknowledge-
30 barrels of chemicals on a trailer and they're just like, yeah, we'll throw it up into a tornado.
Can we also acknowledge before that scene that the guy just fucking stalked his way to her house, to her parents' house?
She gets pissed at Science Dude and like runs away home. First time she's been to like her parents' house in however many years. And she wakes up the next day, she's digging through the garage, and the guy just shows up and is like, hey, like, what's up? And she's like, oh, I was just doing this. And she's like, how did you find me? He's like, oh, I used the fucking drone, we tracked you. Like, how fucked up is that? She literally runs away, and this guy tracks her down.
They just roll
And they're
with
just
it.
like, yep, we're in love now.
All right.
But actually, the love story wasn't as shitty as I thought it would be.
It was kind of cute at the very, very end.
Yeah, I thought they were gonna go stupid with it. It was really cheesy how she like turned the line around and they did their stupid little bit at the end. Like drilling into the airport concrete.
I like drilling into
insane.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah, dude, I like drilling. I like getting blown. I like getting sucked.
Anyway, that was Twisters.
Sorry, it sucked me away.
That's probably the last time I'll ever think of that movie, unfortunately.
Can I pick the movie next time?
Okay, you wanted to.
I know it'd be like some weird softcore fucking
he had
thing from the 70s.
No, I had
Pick
something
one-
good picked out.
some weird movie that wasn't
Kentucky
playing at that
Fried
theater because it was too small. And two, Ben wanted to rewatch Deadpool, which he'd already seen, instead of watching something new.
I think that would have been a better choice, to be honest,
Probably,
after
yeah.
watching Twisters.
No, that's based. We're gonna watch a shitty movie over here.
Oh no.
That is a great tradition. Just watch an intentionally shitty movie.
Did I give you guys a review of Oppenheimer when I watched it on the flight to Japan?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Oh,
told us.
okay. Well, can I talk about Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy on the flight back?
I don't know what that is, but sure.
So it takes place in like the 60s, I think, and it's about you know, the British intelligence service. They have like a bunch of like, it's got Gary Oldman and Jonathan Hurt in there, you know, a bunch of great actors. It's about the British intelligence trying to find a Soviet mole in their ranks. And so I'm thinking, like, I'd seen this movie like 10 years ago, whatever, and it piqued my interest back then. I never got around to watching it. I saw it on the in-flight entertainment. I'm like, you know, I got 11 hours to burn. I want to watch this. And it's so pretentious, dude. It's so pretentious. Like, guys are getting like snappy at each other, but it's in the first 10 minutes. I don't know what the dynamic is between these dudes. I don't know like why they're pissy with each other. And it just assumes that I know like why these guys don't like each other. And it goes back.
It assumes you're on your third watch.
Yeah, like it's just super like pretentious and shit, and there's like a bunch of other shit in there, and I could see why like it kind of fell off after it came out and all that. And I was like super hyped for this, like, oh, spy thriller set in the 1960s, nice. And then just nothing ever fucking happens with it. It like doesn't fucking go anywhere. It turns out the mole didn't even exist. He's this other guy, and like just I'm like, all right, fuck you, fuck everybody. Like they have it was this dude who didn't even have any screen time was actually this other dude who did the thing, and it's fucking garbage movie.
Damn.
It's amazing they got that many fucking great actors all in one spot, and it was complete dog shit.
Damn.
Because it sounds so good on paper. It's like one of those great like ideas, like the precepts for a movie, but then the actual like execution
Writing
of it,
and
like
the directing is just shit.
yeah, it's just dog shit.
Damn.
Maybe I missed something, but I mean, the fucking airline attendants didn't even give me my second gin and tonic, so I wasn't like drunk for this or anything.
They cut me off, damn it.
Yeah, they cut me off after one. I was pissed. I was like, I should be getting 2 before fucking lunchtime. What the fuck is this?
Yeah,
We
they
should
knew
have
you'd had
4
enough.
before the halfway point. Like, where the fuck is my drinks?
Keep them coming.
How was your flight back otherwise? Is this the first time? Were you back last week? Am I going crazy?
Yeah, I was
forget.
back last week.
All right, never mind.
But the flight
don't
over is
pay
like
attention.
13 and a half hours. The flight back, because the Earth is spinning in your direction, is like 11.
Allegedly.
God.
Rusty,
God,
I
heard
will
Earth
buy you a
spinning.
flight to Japan and back just so you can watch the sun rise,
No,
set, and rise again.
You guys can't have it both ways. Do you go with the stream in the air, or are you going against the spin of the axis? Which one is it?
It's one way and then back, you fucking Neanderthal. Rusty, I'm going to say
I
a
have
slur if
questions.
you bring this up.
Oh shit!
Moving on.
Damn, he wants to go home.
The feds got him.
Don't attach his
The
face to
globalists
this.
got him finally, the globalists. The globe industry.
All right.
Globe industry.
Any other media to check in on this week?
Oh, shouts out to Paul Harrell. He's a gun tuber. He was last year. He got diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, and he died yesterday.
Oh,
Damn.
Had like 1 million subs. He's the guy who inspired me to talk about the 1986 Miami FBI shootout, because he actually like recreated all the shooting angles like at the same distance with the same type of gun and everything. It like showed like, you know, how they were supposed to get like shots on target but didn't.
How they totally biffed it and sucked.
Yeah. And then at one point he's just like, yeah, I have the excuse that nobody's shooting back at me, but I'm shooting at 3 times the distance at a target that's half the size of a guy. And I still managed to get like 4 out of 5 shots on target. He's like, the big problem was a lack of marksmanship that day, but not a lack of courage, because there was like multiple dudes who got shot in the arm or whatever, or charged the scene with a revolver and all this other crazy
They just
shit.
sucked at shooting.
Yeah, and it wasn't like
Alright.
1 or 2 dudes, just like literally everybody on scene just biffed it. Except the one dude with a shotgun who had his arm blown off like right at the beginning, and then like did a one-handed shotgun technique to take out both guys. But yeah, Paul Harrell, fucking legend in the gun tube community. And it was like really cool because he was like a guy like in the midst of everybody doing like flashy, high energy, like meme stuff like Demolition Ranch, Grand Thumb, and all that. He was just like one camera, one lapel mic, one guy out there, and he's just no nonsense, straightforward, to the point, wouldn't waste your time. You know, he would just like try different guns, different ammunition, different angles. My favorite thing was the meat target. He would like recreate like like a human torso where it was
like a Lady
pork,
Gaga, like fucking.
Yeah, it was like
dress.
pork skin, pork chops, and up front, just simulated pectoral muscle, pork ribs, bag of oranges, lung tissue, more pork skin and pork ribs on the back. And it was like literally just like recreate like a human torso, like out of like pork and oranges and shit. And
Cheap man's ballistics gel.
Pork and
yeah, and
orange.
he would just like fucking shoot it and just be like, yeah, this 9mm bullet didn't even get through the bag of oranges, lung tissue. Guy probably could have kept coming or whatever. And like at the end of like every episode or a few episodes, you would just have like orange glazed pork chops and pork ribs.
Damn.
Can I just say, I appreciate your shrine in the corner, by the way, of just Ryder Truck Muscle Mommy hat on top of it.
Yeah.
It was hard.
With a little bit of Mark Martin's elbow.
Yeah, Mark Martin's a little hiding in there.
Let's read some
more
emails.
cardboard cutouts so you could have room for there.
Yes.
You can fit a bunch.
Send in your fucking mail. Wash your fucking hands.
Wash your fucking hands, Slap.
Nobody in Japan washes their hands.
Send them in, guys.
Wash your fucking hands, Slap. I don't give a fuck, man. You better send in those emails at this point.
Welcome to fan mail. Fan mail. Fan mail.
Cody said two
fan
bombs
mail.
wasn't enough.
Jesus Christ.
If you've ever,
All right, you are choosing this time. Choose.
if you've ever been to a,
Fuck.
if you've ever been to a
Slap
movie
is
theater
wrong.
and gotten sucked into a tornado, send us an email. ShrimpHoursPresents@gmail.com.
Get sucked or die trying.
Get sucked in a theater.
Yeah, go to
Yeah,
the
if you've been
theater where
sucked
they'll
or
spray
sprayed,
and
let
suck
us
you.
know.
Sucked, sprayed, or blown in a theater. Let us know.
We have 16 emails this
Oh
week.
my,
I'm
dead.
using the bathroom. I'll be
Hell
right
yeah.
Send them in, guys.
You fucked up all
Oh, it's broken.
the you animals.
Can I seriously go take a piss before we get into this?
You can take a piss as we get into this if you really want.
All right,
go.
all right.
Go. Break the cameras if you so please. All right.
All right, what do we got in the background here?
The usual. All right. First email comes in from not Matt DeBenedetto. It says, "Hey Shrimps, I thought the Daytona race was good. It had almost everything someone could ask for, with great racing, wild wrecks, and an upset winner. And I'm happy for Burton. But I don't think that should propel him into the playoffs. Yeah, I argue bringing back the top 30 rule, expanding it to the top 25, or removing the win you're in entirely, because it's unfair to guys like Chastain and Bubba Wallace, who've been miles better this season, and they get shut out of the playoffs because of Dylan, almost, and now Burton."
Yup.
Yeah. Yeah. But also, like, it's not like fucking Ross Chastain or Bubba Wallace are going to win the title anyways. I don't know.
Chastain almost did a couple of years ago.
Yeah, but he has no, like, wins, and he didn't get in the
Yeah,
top
he just hasn't been
fucking
mentioned
however
at
many
all
in
this
points.
Wasn't the point of these playoffs to be like stick and ball league, and now we got like the fucking White Sox, if they win one game, they're in the playoffs now.
It's true. Like, we're basically, our first round exits are almost guaranteed already. Like, what? Cindric, Burton, Briscoe, Ty Gibbs. Done. Like, that's your first round exit. Like, almost.
Ty Gibbs might make it.
Ty Gibbs might make it. Maybe Bowman goes out. Who knows? But
Yeah,
it's
there you go.
like, it's pretty obvious who's not going to make it
I
to
think
the
it would be
first round.
three obvious people, and then there'll be one shocker that just didn't
Yeah,
have
there's
good
always one weird
races.
one.
Yeah,
Like
someone,
last year, Truex or something. I think
someone
got
blows an
eliminated.
engine or something, gets fucked.
Have someone pull a Harvick.
He says, also, Slap, I have a way that could actually make the playoffs work.
No, you
this is-
don't. Shut up.
All right. All right, next
Cut
email.
out there.
Okay.
Next email.
He says, no more winning you're in, 12 drivers only, and no winning to advance through the rounds.
My
6
brother
races.
Christ, that's just the chase.
After 6 races, 8 of them are eliminated, and the final 4 have 4 races. And whoever scores the most points in those 4 races is the champion. It's at least better than what NASCAR currently has, and I don't think they'll ever go back to the Winston format. Yeah.
Thanks, you have reinvented the chase.
Well, I
Dig
don't
it
mind
up.
the final four like does a few races idea, because at least there's some kind of points battle, but
Just
don't
get
know.
rid of it. It's not going to happen.
I don't think you need to eliminate people if you're going to do 12 dudes and then still have like a multiple round final round.
Easy, just whoever has the
In
most
which,
wins
like,
gets
3
the
out of 4
championship.
times, like, the other guy pretty much has it mathematically locked up anyway.
Yeah. NASCAR sucks. All right, next email. Harley Payne writes in. He says,
We've
I
been
have an
trying
idea.
to make this work for 20 fucking years, and it still doesn't work. Get rid of it. Playoffs the chase. It's all stupid. It's all bad. It's all redacted. We
Why
need
can't
to
you
get
just
rid
be a
of it.
normal racing series?
Just get rid of it. Just if you want to go crazy, double points for the last race. How about that? Just
Done.
regular year-end points thing. Just
See, now
stop
you're just
trying
turning
to-
into IndyCar.
Well, I was going to say, F1 tried that once, where they were like, all right, season finale, it's going to be double points. And you know what? It made no difference at all. And then the next year, they got rid of it immediately.
Yeah, because IndyCar, they have double points for the 500, and I thought they had a
That's
double.
because that's the only
points for
race that anyone watches.
the last race.
Maybe. Who cares?
They did it.
All right.
They did it a few times, but yeah, like Davin said, most of the time it doesn't even come into play because Max Verstappen just fucking wins anyway.
I didn't realize this. I've been out
Dominant
of the
car
format.
dominates. Who could have fucking seen that coming? Wow,
Hold on.
fucking
Not
shocker.
anymore.
Yeah,
Not
he hasn't won a
anymore.
race in like 7 fucking races. I've been out
He
of the
finished,
Formula
like,
1 loop. I didn't
seventh
realize
last
that.
year.
He hasn't won a race in 7 races. Like, welcome to fucking NASCAR. That's just like, just get out of here.
It's crazy.
No,
Look
this,
at the-
this is
You're a
actually
little
going to be
kid,
a
shut
title
up.
race. All right.
You look at the racing reference for the last couple of years.
Back
it's
in
just
my
all
day,
Max
Jeff
Verstappen.
Gordon won 13 races, nearly 1/3 of the fucking season.
Dude, CTMP made my watch hands so much
Oh
fucking
my
better.
god.
Oh my
Great
god.
tan.
But the problem with CTMP is when you sit on the front stretch, it's the best place to see everything, but you are just getting cooked.
Yeah, you're getting
Oh, I
roasted.
bet you guys were.
And luckily, it wasn't that hot, but it was just like sunny.
Excuse me.
Goddamn sun.
Hey, that's that Tokyo tan right there.
Oh my god.
We're just all fucking. Oh, that, you can't even see that one.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not great.
All right, Harley Payne writes in.
Yeah.
He says, I have an idea for maybe the most batshit insane exhibition race. Instead of the Clash at Bowman Gray or some other track, you take it back to Daytona. I saw a clip on Twitter again today because someone was like, what's the craziest moment in the first half of the 2020s in NASCAR? And someone reposted that the last Daytona Clash when there were
So good.
literally 6
So
cars.
good.
And Denny
Eric
just
Jones,
pushes Eric Jones.
Best
Jones.
finish in Daytona history. I love it.
I'll never
Great
forget that
finish.
fucking restart where they just all crashed on that one fucking like late race.
Fantastic finish. Absolutely horrific call. One of the worst I forgot how fucking bad that call was. Because Jeff Gordon was on it, and he spends half of the last lap of the race talking about how Denny Hamlin should have made a move to pass Eric Jones to win, even though Denny Hamlin was a lap down. Everybody
Yeah.
else on planet Earth knew Denny Hamlin was a lap down, and there's just Jeff Gordon yapping the whole time.
Look at him slam.
God, it's like genuinely horrible. Look it up if you haven't. Like, it's so bad.
Yeah, the Jeff Gordon commentary phase seems like a fever dream.
Anyway, Harley says, any car that's legal to run in a NASCAR sanctioned or aligned series for adults, so no bandoleros or legends can show up, and it's open to any driver over 18 with a valid NASCAR license. This is Battle Royale?
Just multi-class racing on the Daytona road course.
Dude, I've
Can
been
you
thinking
imagine
about that.
halfway through the race seeing Denny Hamlin and Kyle Larson racing side by side for the lead and having to go 3 wide around Kevin Lacroix in a Pinty's car? Then on the other side of the track, Justin Allgaier in an Xfinity car blows the doors off of Carson Kvapil in a late model. I don't care about safety. This would be based.
Ryan Vargas.
It would.
Is Europe.
And a NASCAR Euro car.
Yeah.
like I would be in favor of that, and I think it would be doable if you did like multi-class racing at their road course.
Yeah. Do you remember they did the Clash at the Daytona Road Course that one time?
Dude, if you had like
No.
Xfinity cars,
Didn't they do
trucks,
that?
late models, all this other shit, and you just
Yeah,
like,
imagine
threw
that.
them all
I
out
don't
there,
think-
like
The
best
issue
man
you're
wins.
gonna have
They had that one
is
cup race in 2020, the points race,
The
at
Cup-
road course, but not the.
There was
Clash.
2 points paying races at the road course.
2021 Busch Clash was on the Daytona Road Course. I didn't just imagine
Yeah.
it. You guys all forgot about it. That's how bad it
Fever
was.
dreams.
no, I was joking.
Nah,
No one
that
cared
didn't
about
happen.
it
It's
because
not
no one
real.
remembered
Didn't
because it was a
Christopher
shitty
Bell
race.
win? Oh yeah, Ty Dillon drove the 2311 car. I looked this up
What
on
the
Reddit.
Fuck.
This is just
Yeah,
an
'cause
insane
he was,
picture
He was with the
all
96
around.
like Gaunt brothers.
This race didn't
Team?
happen. It's not real. It can't hurt you.
Yeah, and Ty Dillon like got a pole or something, so he qualified for the Clash, but he didn't have a ride this season. So
Curveball.
2311 was just like, all right, you're in the 23 car now or something. This was a
Brad
thing that happened.
Keselowski's car looked fire that night. I remember that Moneyline car.
Oh
Busch Clash at
this was that
Daytona.
finish.
Isn't that insane? Like this, I feel like this might be the most forgettable
I
NASCAR
literally
race
didn't remember a
ever.
single bar about this race until that shot of the final.
Remember
corner.
Kurt Busch absolutely biffing it into turn 1.
Anyway, multi-class NASCAR based, run it.
It won't happen
balls.
because the Cup cars are slower than the Xfinity cars.
That's why they put the plate package on in Michigan, because they don't want to see that the Xfinity cars are faster.
That's why they put the plate on the modifieds at Loudon. Because they were going faster than the Cup cars back in like 2013.
Yeah. They even put plates on the Pinty's cars when they went there, I'm pretty sure. All right. Next email comes from Cooper, who says, "Can we please get another episode with Moonhead? I was rewatching old episodes and I listened to 11 with Travis today and loved the stories he had. We should."
Well, he's busy doing Mooncar like I'm doing, so.
Well, yeah, right now, yeah, but if we do a
Ben
Wednesday
claiming
episode,
he's
we'll try and get him
busy.
out. Dude, that guy is filled with stories. He'll fucking
He'll go
jump into
on and on and on.
He'll just jump into Shrimp Engine like 2 a.m., tell a fucking hilarious story, and then fall asleep in
Yeah,
Discord.
just
It's
be
great.
there for like 4 hours. Just every now and then
Sometimes
he'll
we'll hear him
catch up.
snore.
Yeah, we have like a channel called Rest Well Moon Man.
Yeah, we just drag him there whenever he falls asleep. P.S. Cooper says, "Animal report. Someone tried to steal my four-wheeler. I had it parked outside my nan's house, so I couldn't start it. Since I couldn't start it, and we left it there for a while. When the thief couldn't get it started, they got mad and rolled it down a hill, cut my fuel line, and took a bunch of parts and everything was in the storage
damn it.
What
compartments.
the fuck?
Absolute animal."
Was
Who
meth
does that?
involved in this story?
Absolutely.
Rolled it down a hill, cut the fuel line, and took a bunch of parts and everything in the storage compartments.
I know this is unrelated, but when he said
Who
roll down a
does
hill, I'm
that?
just picturing Bubbles from Trailer Park Boys with the fucking shopping carts.
Shopping
just like,
carts, yeah.
Whoopsie, just toss them down the hill. It's like, oh, they're someone else's territory now. I can take them. They're free reign.
That sucks. That's fucked up.
Yeah, that does suck.
It's also
God
insane. I don't know like how that even occurs. All right. The next email comes in from Keegan.
Meth is
Says
how that occurs.
schedule updates. More for those who don't keep up with the schedule, but here you go. You guys probably already talked about it, but in case, and then just put a bunch of schedule updates, which I forgot to mention last week that the trucks are going to fucking Lime Rock Park next year, which is kind of sick.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Yeah, guess which fucking date got lost in favor of that.
Oh, That's tough.
Milwaukee.
It's alright.
Actually,
You
this
at
is-
least have IndyCar.
this is a good summary. The Cup Series got rid of one Richmond race, which is based, and apparently they got rid of one of the Darlington races, which I think also makes sense. Darlington only having one race, I think, is kind of better.
That is base.
Especially since people seem to be confused about which weekend's the throwback weekend, since they've made 2 of them. But yeah, they replaced LA Clash with Bowman Gray, and they added Mexico. Xfinity is not going to Richmond at all, or Michigan, or New Hampshire,
They're making up for it by going to
Damn.
Rock.
but they're going to Rockingham, Mexico, and Gateway instead. That's interesting. I didn't realize they weren't going to go to Michigan. So is Michigan just going to be... Oh, it's going to be Cup and trucks now. That's insane. So trucks are going to go to the Roval. They're going to go to Michigan, and they're going to go to the Glen now. And they're replacing Xfinity at New Hampshire. And they're going to Rockingham and Lime Rock. At the cost of Milwaukee, Gateway, and one of the Kansas races.
If I got one
Fuck
more,
Wisconsin.
if I got one more race taken away from Wisconsin, I'm gonna weep on the podcast for 2 hours straight. That'll just be the entire.
This just in for 2025. IndyCar is not coming back to Milwaukee or Road America. Get fucked.
Well, they're already not at Road America, and they went from having
It's
two
true.
dates this year to one next year at the mile. So we're
Hey,
already
at least
getting
you have
downgraded.
IMSA.
Do you? I guess they go to Road America. Yeah, they do. All right. Jack sent an email. He says, I'm re-listening to every Shrimp Hours episode.
Oh,
Why?
I'm sorry.
Why?
Here's my notes from the first 5 episodes.
Enjoy that game.
He says... I forgot about some of these old segments. Remember Predict the Future?
No.
No.
Unfortunately.
I used to always make you guys make predictions for NASCAR. And then that kind of died because that was very uninteresting.
Speaking of predictions, can we predict a Super Bowl matchup?
No.
Yeah.
And then
Okay,
he
fine.
says...
Fuck me.
Dude, I forgot about some of this. Drip or Drown used to just be like, we would just pick the worst paint scheme. Like we would just look at paint schemes of the week and pick which one was the worst.
I don't remember that either.
We did have a media check-in. We used to specifically call Animal Planet Cody's Animal Planet. We had Caleb's McDonald's
Other
update,
thing
which
that
was
taken away
based.
from me.
And he mentioned something that I completely forgot about, and that's that we had Ed's box pile, I think in the first episode or the second episode. And the Ed's box pile segment very quickly died. Oh god, he's pulling up fucking receipts, dude. In episode 2,
No, not the receipts. No.
in episode 2, Rusty predicted that we would get a World of Outlaws PC release. Never happened.
Didn't we?
Fuck you, Rusty.
No, they put out the new game and it's once again not on PC. Once again will not be playing it because it's not on PC. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. Apparently in episode 5, Rusty said that there were rumors of like the Wilkesboro coming back. And he said all Dill Jr. has to do is tweet, "Hey NASCAR North Wilkesboro All-Star Race," and it'll happen. And apparently in episode 5, Worst Paint of the Week got renamed to Drip or Drown because that's what Slap said. Sure. All right.
I remember Drip or Drown, the title was my idea.
Carl sent in an email. He says, "Hello. In episode 110, you asked the audience to send dick pics. I didn't. That was fucking like
What?
Ben or someone."
What? Ben?
And he sent a picture.
I definitely did not say that.
And there's his picture. It's Dick.
Okay.
It's Dick
Pretty
Burger.
wrinkly.
A Dick Burgerin is fine too.
Next email comes in from Keegan again. It says, "Hey Shrimps, I have a complaint against Caleb." Well, I'm preaching to the choir.
we all?
God, get in line, buddy.
Yeah, get in line,
as-
take a number. So it's like at least a 2-hour wait.
As Rusty mentioned last week, he saw the I Survived the Molasses Flood book. I'm spewing my hate towards Caleb because the one episode he hosted, I literally pointed this out and he completely glossed over it. Caleb, you're an absolute incompetent, greasy meat stick that should kill himself. You know what? That's based. He has
That's
told audience
based.
members to off themselves. I'd say it's open that you should.
Yeah, Caleb
be able to give
Caleb
some
is the only
back.
person who's wished death upon our listeners. Like, if anybody deserves to be called a greasy meat stick and needs to kill himself, I mean, it's that.
Yeah,
human
his
being.
KD ratio is pretty high. He needs to be taken down a peg.
Yeah. All jokes aside, you're good. I won't tell him that part. Enjoying per usual. Yeah, apparently Keegan literally mentioned it on the one that Caleb hosted. That's hilarious. Can we find that?
I wouldn't expect any different from Caleb.
Like, was it in an email?
What, I survived the
Yeah, it
molasses
literally
flood?
is. Oh my god. So this was on the Caleb episode. Keegan wrote in, "Hey Shrimps, I've been doom scrolling Amazon and Facebook Marketplace. Oh wait. Was Autism Steamroller my episode?
I
Maybe
was
this was
not
my episode.
there for that one.
I don't remember Autism Steamroller.
Me neither.
Well,
It's
he
not
says,
the one
I
I
used to
believe it
read
is.
as a kid the I Survived series, and they came out with the Molasses Pompeii book a couple years ago. I think that might have been my... Oh, that might be my bad. Hold on. That hatred might have to be redirected.
Oh no.
My bad, I think. I forget. I can't remember what happened 1 week ago, let alone
You
fucking 111.
motherfucker. How dare you?
Well,
right.
let's reach a compromise. Let's kill both of them.
Who's gonna host the pod? I mean, I guess he can't host it
No
anyway.
one. The podcast is dead. We're all better off for it.
Alright,
You know,
this is the
we'll be
last ever
seeing you.
episode.
This podcast
Send
should've
all
died
the
at, like,
merch
episode 10.
receipts and revenue to me.
We still have 10 emails to get through, by the way.
Fuck.
What? I feel like
We're
we've been doing
multiplying.
fan mail
Yeah,
for
like,
like
hold on.
45 minutes and we're only through 4.
It's been literally 15 minutes of fan mail. Anyway, Jack writes in again. And a lot of people send like 3 emails a week, is what I'm noticing.
Don't do that, please.
Jack says, I'm writing this before we get a blowover in the Southern 500. That's kind of sad. The reason Shane Van Gisbergen runs the 88 is because he ran for 888 Motorsports and Supercars, where he ran the 888. Now, he ran 97 for that team. Like, I know he ran the 888 for a bit, but 97 his thing. I agree 97 would have been better, but there is a reason. I don't think so. Sheldon Creed is never going to win. I'm going to kill myself. Why would you? Are you a Sheldon Creed fan? What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Are you a Sheldon Creed fan?
Dude, who isn't?
Oh my god.
Okay.
He's a Stenhouse fan. What else do you expect from him?
It says, hope DT had fun at CTMP. I did. Get fucked,
did too.
Ben. Thanks for the podcast, Shrimps, but now it's dead. I also want to add that Alan Gratz is based. I don't know who that is. Is that the author? I guess so. I read Refugee in English class and it was a banger. Also, Spotify auto-generated captions again.
Uh-oh.
I guess this is from last week. And it's called Russie's Book Burns. Someone made a book burning joke. So just one of the Russie's Book Burns.
Russie.
Dude, those are great. I love the Spotify auto-generated chapters.
Shout out to Caleb, by the way. Just
He
dead.
was supposed to be on the podcast.
Well,
but
he's like,
I guess
he's
he
not at
knows his
home.
place, knows not to show his face around here.
He tried to join from wherever the hell he is and then just didn't. Anyway, email from our good friend from down under, Andrew R. It says, Arvo all y'all. At first we thought that the Gen 7 was mostly immune from flips. First we had nothing and now we have a few. While not in the Cup Series, Kyle Sieg's flip was triggered by Parker Kligerman pushing Cesar Baccarella into the back of Travis Kvapil. Sure. And from his roof flaps not deploying at all.
We have a man on the inside that gorilla glued them shut.
Also, Josh Berry's flip was triggered by Kyle Busch pushing Austin Cindric into the rear quarter of Josh Berry. In fact, of the 19 flips since the Gen 7 was introduced across all 3 series, only Corey LaJoie's flip was not caused by direct contact of some other car. Is it time to ban pushing? No. No one can predict, much less manage the micro forces that pass through the cars at 190 miles an hour. Do we really just want to tear up equipment for no good reason? Thank you from Andrew R. Yes. Flips are
Yes,
based.
that is NASCAR.
Yes.
They
It's
tried-
the only good
they-
thing they have left. Don't take it away from them.
Locking bumpers is still randomly like kind of banned in the trucks and Xfinity, but also
But
kind
not
of
really
not,
enforced unless they want
Yeah.
to.
which is still
randomly.
insane.
Which is
Pushing is
the most NASCAR
based.
thing ever.
The drivers should figure it out on their own, and if they can't, then we'll get more sweet flips. All right, next email comes in from Harley Payne again. It says, my apologies for the misguided accusation last week. Turns out the picture I downloaded had been saved and re-uploaded elsewhere with a different file name. So this is about the Caleb thing. I also really thought I'd download it from the original source, but I guess not. Who cares? I'm gonna get told to unperson myself anyway. Well, Caleb's not here this week. But I do want to just point out that Harley Payne wrote a huge email about how everyone around him is stupid, and then gave a completely misguided, like, death threat to Caleb for his own mistake. Matt writes in. He says, "Hello, Shrimps. I'm sending this in as I'm just getting back to the hotel on Sunday evening after hanging out with DT and Ben and watching races at CTMP. Great meeting is, and I hope to do it again next year. Big fan." And sent in a picture of us together at CTMP, which is based. Shout out to Matt. Dude, he had the fucking Shrimp Hours shirt on.
Yeah. Oh my god.
It was sick.
Mm-hmm. It's too bad his parents had the worst spot ever to sit. An entry of
It's not that bad. We just wanted to sit more towards turn 10.
He chose right with sitting with us.
That, like, they don't have a bad spot, but you know, we want to be able to see the last couple
part
cars.
of the track, which is the last turns.
Not everyone is a CTMP fucking regular like I am. All right. Driven Dragon 4 sent an email and said, during the race, I guess this was sent in during the race, I'm predicting a Bubba Wallace or Kyle Larson win. If neither win, then my hope is for a Chris Buescher win. Bad news for you.
I got bad news, bro.
All right, 4 more emails. Not Matt DeBenedetto says, "Hey Shrimps, I hope all is well. I really wanted Kyle Busch to win at Darlington. It's ironic how everyone hated him and disliked him winning, but now after joining RCR, everyone feels bad and wants him to win." No, we don't. Fuck Kyle Busch.
I do.
He deserves to also win. Which he deserves. Also, Win and You're In needs to go. Top 30 rule needs to come back. Too many guys. Mickey Mouse wins. And others who've been decent mess out, and it's unfair. But Kyle Busch.
He ain't got that dog in him no more, man. It's like old Kyle Busch would have murdered.
Dude,
Chase
he is washed up, and I used to pray for times like these, and I'm gonna enjoy them.
I'm
Simple
with
as
DT
that.
on that.
Luke says, "Rest in peace, Johnny Gaudreau." That shit was sad, dude. I read about how that happened too. Apparently, like, dudes were biking on the street, and some guy literally moved over to give them space, and a drunk driver just turned right. Driven Dragon 4 sent in another email. Says, "What do Putin, RFK Jr., and Austin Dillon have in common?"
Base.
They all seem to have brain worms and can't win shit to save their lives and need to ocean gate themselves. And asks one of the weirder questions I've seen.
Get ready to learn submarine, buddy.
He says, "Which is more tolerable, Dayquil or NyQuil?"
Tolerable in what sense?
For me, NyQuil, because the cherry flavor is better, as Dayquil's orange flavor is absolutely garbage. How often are you taking these?
Yeah, what?
Get like a fucking Dayquil.
I can't remember the last time I've ever taken either. Like, I must
Is
have been a
someone
small
slamming
child.
these down like Monster Energy drinks?
Yeah, the orange. What?
He's taking all of the Benadryl.
Yeah, the Dayquil is a nice.
He's trying to see Hat Man.
Why are these flavors that you're discussing?
Like, dude, it's medicine. If you're sick and it's the daytime, you take Dayquil. If you got to go to sleep that night, you take NyQuil. I'm not worried about the flavor. I'm worried about the effect.
That's like, which magnesium citrate flavor do I want to have? Do I want the lemon flavor or do I want the cherry flavor?
I'm concerned.
The guy drinks fucking Pepto-Bismol for the creamy strawberry.
Pours it over vanilla ice cream, just like takes a big lick of it.
Also, for context about why I asked only Cody about the best racing series, I asked him in particular because he films a lot of different races for Flow Racing. Okay.
What's the best racing series?
He asked you that last week.
Yeah, that's right.
He says, "I'm not sorry for the long email because you went down far enough to read this to begin with." All right. I'm concerned for you. Send us an update, please, on why the flavors of NyQuil or Dayquil.
Did you take all of the Benadryl? Have you met Hat Man? I need to know.
Yeah, what are those? Like, it's called like a boat, where it's just like a little sampler of like a bunch of like shot glasses of beer. Just do
Just
that with fucking
medicine.
This one has some
Christ.
nice fucking notes.
Yeah, just like a
citrus.
shot glass full of Benadryl, shot glass of NyQuil, Dayquil, and then just cyanide.
Jesus Christ.
Last email comes in from Mr. Ass, who says Darlington was peak. Most of the race is kind of okay, but everything after the first host of our spin was peak NASCAR.
Electric.
I have a bracket that'll 100% be right, and sent in a tier list as a playoff bracket. It says Suarez will be out in the round of 16. Don't you ever? I'm disgusted.
Probably.
Honestly,
That's probably
Yeah,
gonna
that sounds
happen.
about right.
Yeah.
Right out at round of 20.
Bowman to the round of 8. All right, this guy's on glue.
Joey.
This guy's been drinking too much Pepto-Bismol.
I might set up the shrimp brackets tonight because I wanted to.
It is even numbered Joey Logano. Hold on.
It's true. It's true. We have been saying he's been really
yeah.
quiet
Nah,
though.
he didn't get in 22 or 20 though.
2020, he was in the
overdue.
final four.
Nah.
And you know
Shea
them
fella.
Penske cars at Phoenix. That's why the championship's still at Phoenix next year, even after all the Homestead rumors.
Yeah, so Penske can keep getting his fucking Mickey Mouse fucking championships. Biggest one
All right.
in this most recent year. What?
Where are we
Uh,
naming this bitch?
Roger Penske needs to jump off the pagoda.
Dude, when's the
the
last time
only
somebody saw Roger? Like, does he get like? Is he still? Like,
he's
He
on
is
the
like
IndyCar races.
mid-80s.
He's got a body double, Rusty. We know this already. It's
What do you
been
do,
confirmed.
Roger?
dude, did you see the one with the long legs, the long leg Penske?
Is this an American politics reference?
Long-legged Penske.
That might have to be the title.
Well, the only other titles I have written down is They Spray You and Blow You, or We Need More People to Get Sucked.
I like they spray you and blow you.
Getting sprayed, blowed, and fucking sucked.
Jesus Christ. Who keeps slamming things into the mic?
Dude, it's my bad.
It's the grapefruit plate.
Grapefruit carcass.
All right.
Chew on the rind for the extra vitamins.
We will see you never.
Did we decide on a thing?
Yeah, we will spray
Yeah,
you.
they
and
spray
blow
you and blow you.
I deserve to be blown.
before the fucking jacuzzi.
NASCAR.
There's like 3 people
says
get that reference.
Country Western is rubbish.